The battle between Kentucky's two highest elected officials went before the state's highest court. Governor Bevin slashed funding to the state's colleges and universities earlier this year. The Attorney General filed a lawsuit but lost to a lower court. The Supreme Court heard the arguments today. Phil Pendleton has more on what was said.
Silence is commanded.
The 7 justices first heard from Andy Beshear, who says Bevin's budget reduction was simply unlawful.
It's not about pensions. It never was, and all parties admit the money can't go there.
Governor Bevin's attorney says Kentucky does face a pension liability of $35 billion, says the governor and attorney general don't agree on if Kentucky has a $52 million surplus.
You can argue that $52 million is a drop in the bucket compared to a $35 billion unfunded liability, but we have to start somewhere.
The nature of the arguments is this. The Attorney General states that the governor's actions is limiting the power of the Kentucky legislature. The governor's side is that he simply used his power to make sure that money was spent wisely. The battle started last spring when the university budgets were cut. Beshear filed a suit, then a lower court ruled for Bevin. Now the Supreme Court is hearing the appeal.
Where this court is the last stand before we have a situation where a governor is free to cut 4.5% from any appropriation.
Justices heard arguments for nearly 2 hours. There's no timetable on when a decision will be made. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
The amount of money slashed from the universities was about $18 million, which is currently in an escrow account until the matter is resolved by the courts.